We are starting Tony Robbins' book, Money Master the Game. This book helps us to for financial freedom. So we are starting this book. Tony Robbins is a board member and chief of investor psychology at Creative Planning, an SEC registered investment advisor RIA with wealth managers, serving all 50 stars and over $18 billion in assets under management at the time of publication. Mr. Robbins receives compensation for serving in this capacity based on increased business derived by creative planning from his service. Accordingly, Mr. Robbins has a financial incentive to refer investors to creative planning. Section 1. Welcome to the jungle. The journey begins with this first step. Chapter 1.1. It's your money, it's your life. Take control. Money is a good servant but a bad master. Sir Francis Bacon. Few words have the power of provoke such extreme human emotions. A lot of us refuse to even talk about money. Like religion, sex, or politics, the topic is taboo at the dinner table and often off limits in the workplace. We might discuss wealth in polite company, but money is explicit. It's garish. It's intensely personal and highly charged. It can make people feel guilty when they have it or ashamed when they don't. But what does it really mean? For some of us, money is vital and crucial, but not paramount. It's simply a tool, a source of power used in service of others and a life well lived. Others are consumed with such a hunger for money that it destroys them and everyone around them. Some are even willing to give up things that are far more valuable to get it. Their health, their time, their family, their self-worth, in some cases even their integrity. At its core, money is about power. We have all seen how money can have the power to create or the power to destroy. It can fund a dream or start a war. You can provide money as a gift or wield it as a weapon. It can be used as an expression of your spirit, your creativity, your ideas, your frustration, your anger, your hate. It can be used to influence governments and individuals. Some marry for it and then find out its real price. But we all know that on some levels it's an illusion. Money is not even gold or paper today, it's zeros and ones in banking computers. What is it? It's like a shape-shifter or a canvas, assuming whatever meaning or emotions we project on it. In the end, money is not what we are after, is it? What we are really after are the feelings, the emotions we think money can create. That feeling of empowerment, of freedom, of security, of helping those who love and those in need, of having a choice and of feeling alive. Money is certainly one of the ways we can turn the dreams we have into the reality we live. But even if money is just a perception, an abstract concept, it does not feel that if we don't have enough of it. And one thing is for sure, you either master money or on some level money masters you. How you deal with money reflects how you deal with power. Is it an affliction or blessing? A game or a burden? When I was choosing the titles of this book, a few people were actually outraged at the suggestion that money could be a game. How could I use such a frivolous term for such a serious topic? But hey, let's get real. As you will see in the pages to come, the best way to change your life is to find people we have already achieved what you want and then model their behavior. Want to master your finance? Find a financial master and imitate how he or she deals with money, and you will have found a pathway to power. I can tell you right now, I have interviewed many of the wealthiest people in the world, and most of them do think of money as a game. Why else would anyone work 10 or 12 hours a day after they have made billions of dollars? And remember, not all games are frivolous. Games are a reflection of life. Some people sit on the sidelines and some play to win. How do you play? I want to remind you, this is a game that you and your family cannot afford to lose. My promise to you is this: if you will stay with me and follow the 7 simple steps in this book, the steps that have been distilled from the world's most successful financial players, you and your family will win this game, and you can win big. But to win, you have to know the rules and learn best strategies for success from those who have already mastered the game. The good news is that you can save years of time and in a few minutes by simply learning the pitfalls to avoid and the shortcuts to experiencing lasting success. The financial industry often works to make this topic feel incredibly complex, but in reality, once you get past the jargon, it's relatively simple. The book is your opportunity to stop boring the chess piece and become the chess player in the game of money. I think you are going to be very surprised at how, with an insider's understanding, you can easily transform your financial life and enjoy the freedom you deserve. So let's get to it. Just imagine what life would be like if you had mastered this game already. What if money did not matter? How would you feel if you did not have to worry about going to an office every morning, or paying the bills, or funding your retirement? What would it be like to live your life on your own terms? What would it mean to know you had the opportunity to start your own business, or that you could afford to buy a home for your parents and send your kids to college, or have the freedom to travel the world? How would you live your life if you could wake up each day knowing there was enough money coming in to cover not only your basic needs but also your goals and dreams? The truth is, a lot of us would keep working because that's the way we are wired. But we had to eat from a place of joy and abundance. Our work would continue, but the rat race would end. We had work because we want to, not because we have to. That's financial freedom. But it's a pipe dream. It is really possible for the average person, more importantly for you, to make this dream a reality.